Cadiz, ~kædɪs, is a village in Harrison County, Ohio, United States. The population was 3,353 at the 2010 census. It is the county seat of Harrison County. History: Cadiz was founded in 1803 at the junction of Westward roads from Pittsburgh and Washington, Pennsylvania, and named after Cadiz, Spain. The town became the county seat of newly formed Harrison County in 1813. By 1840, Cadiz had 1,028 residents. By 1846, the town had 4 churches and 21 stores. The Steubenville and Indiana Railroad, a predecessor of the Pennsylvania Railroad, opened to Cadiz June 11, 1854. In the early and mid-19th century, several local families operated stations and served as conductors in the Underground Railroad, helping runaway slaves escape to Canada. By 1880, population had nearly doubled and the town had 3 newspapers and 3 banks. Early industry was based on agriculture and processing farm products. In 1889, a brief oil boom began with the shipment of 120 barrels of oil produced in nearby Green Township. Coal mining, both underground and surface, became the prominent industry through most of the 20th century. More recently, the development of the Marcellus Shale in the surrounding area has made Cadiz a center for natural gas production. The Marquess Complex, opened in 2012, processes more than 180 million cubic feet of natural gas per day for shipment via pipeline to Mont Belvieu, Texas. Geography: according to the United States Census Bureau, the village has a total area of 8.94 square miles, of which 8.78 square miles is land and 0.16 square miles is water. Demographics: 2010 census. As of the U.S. Census of 2010, there were 3,353 people, 1,415 households, and 920 families residing in the village. The population density was 376.7 people per square mile. There were 1,590 housing units at an average density of 178.6 per square mile. The racial makeup of the village was 87.4% white, 8.4% African American, 0.3% Asian, 0.3% from other races, and 3.5% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 0.8% of the population. Of the 1,415 households, 29.8% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 44.8% were married couples living together. 14.8% had a female householder with no husband present, and 35.0% were non-families. 30.7% of all households were made up of individuals, and 12.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.32 and the average family size was 2.86. 39.1% of all households were renters and 60.9% were homeowners. Families made up 73.3% of all homeowners and 52.1% of all renters. In the village, the population was spread out with 24.8% under the age of 20, 22.9% from 20 to 40, 27.2% from 40 to 60, 19.3% from 60 to 80, and 5.9% who were 80 years of age or older. The median age was 42.3 years. For every 100 females there were 89.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 84.8 males. According to 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey 5-year estimates by the U.S. Census Bureau, the median income for a household in the village was $31,092, and the median income for a family was $43,182. Males had a median income of $35,934 versus $26,726 for females. The per capita income for the village was $18,002. About 14.0% of families and 19.0% of the population were below the poverty line, including 26.7% of those under age 18 and 15.0% of those age 65 or over. 2000 census. As of the census of 2000, there were 3,308 people, 1,391 households, and 916 families residing in the village. The population density was 374.5 people per square mile. There were 1,524 housing units at an average density of 172.5 per square mile. The racial makeup of the village was 87.70% white, 8.98% African American, 0.39% Asian, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 0.15% from other races, and 2.75% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 0.27% of the population. There were 1,391 households, out of which 28.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 49.2% were married couples living together. 13.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 34.1% were non-families. 30.9% of all households were made up of individuals, and 16.0% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.30 and the average family size was 2.85. In the village, the population was spread out with 22.3% under the age of 18, 7.5% from 18 to 24, 23.6% from 25 to 44, 25.6% from 45 to 64, and 20.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 43 years. For every 100 females there were 82.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 77.4 males. The median income for a household in the village was $29,518, and the median income for a family was $42,049. Males had a median income of $33,233 versus $17,192 for females. The per capita income for the village was $17,405. About 12.5% of families and 15.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 24.2% of those under age 18 and 8.9% of those age 65 or over. Notable people: Rupert R. Beetham, Speaker of Ohio House of Representatives; John Bingham, Republican Congressman, Judge Advocate in trial of Abraham Lincoln assassination, prosecutor in impeachment trials of Andrew Johnson, principal framer of 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution; Henderson H. Carson, U.S. Representative from Ohio; Robert Crozier, Senator from Kansas. George Armstrong Custer, born in nearby New Rumley, taught school in Cadiz before entering West Point. Charles S. Dewey, U.S. Representative from Illinois. Ernest G. Eagleson, two-term mayor of Boise, Idaho. Clark Gable, actor. David Hollingsworth, U.S. Representative from Ohio, practiced law in Cadiz. William Henry Holmes, born in nearby Short Creek, scientist and artist. Daniel Kilgore, U.S. Representative from Ohio. Humphrey H. Leavitt, U.S. Representative from Ohio and U.S. District Court Judge, practiced law in Cadiz. Francis J. Love, U.S. Representative from West Virginia. Tyria Moore, former companion of female serial killer Aileen Wuornos. John F. Ogilvie, member of the Ohio House of Representatives and served as Ohio State Auditor. Orlando Henderson Petty, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. William R. Sapp, U.S. Representative from Ohio. William E. Slemons, clergyman and academic. Matthew Simpson, Bishop of the Methodist Episcopal Church. Edwin M. Stanton, practiced law in Cadiz before becoming Lincoln's Secretary of War. David P. Thompson, businessman and politician. Thomas Tipton, U.S. Senator. Ben Wilson, football coach.